Hello. Welcome to my corner of the internet. I was about to say welcome back, but this is actually my first video. You can probably tell that it's my first video because I'm just yapping. I'm just rambling. Look at this green screen. I want to put something up there, something really cool. Look how cool that is. That, whatever I'm putting up there right now, I condone that. I condone that to its fullest. Starting off a little strong, you know, but that's fine. We have a little bit of fun around here now. Now, you're gonna stay, right? Subscribe. 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 Anyway, today I wanted to talk about fashion in video games. The reason why I want to talk about that is because, you know, I'm into fashion. If you know me from Instagram, you know, I've been making fashion videos for a couple years now. And only recently have I started to gain a little bit of traction. And, you know, I thought, you know, maybe I would try the YouTube game a little bit. Talk about some things I like. You know, it's not always going to be about fashion. It's going to just be variety, maybe what I'm thinking of, you know what I'm saying? But this is something that I think about all the time because I'm a gamer. I play games a lot. My Steam library is so full. I'd say I play video games every day, usually. You know, if I got nothing to do, video game. If I got something to do, video game. You know, you get it. You get it. I know a lot of y'all are probably also gamers. I know a lot of y'all probably will appeal to this in some way. You know, it especially appeals to me in my life because I also will get dressed up.
Oh, yeah.
And I do it every day, I'd say. Even when I'm like at work. When I'm at my job, you know, people always are, I feel a little out of place because everyone else is just wearing like t-shirt and joggers. You know, and sometimes I feel a little out of place, but you know, it's fine. It's all right. I'm just living my life. I like to exert myself and I like to show people like, hey, this is me and this is how I represent myself. And that's why in video games, I'd say it especially applies to me. Whether it's games where stats matter, games where stats don't matter, and it's just all cosmetic, or games where the way you dress yourself actually has an impact on the video game world or map that you're in. A good example of a game where stats just don't matter, it's all cosmetic, would be Cyberpunk.
Why do you come?
You know, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk recently, and a lot of you probably already know, it had a rough start. The game had a rough start. But you know, after lots of patches, the game is in a very playable state. The game is very good, and it's something that appeals to me a lot in that game, and one of the reasons why I like it so much, other than the gameplay and the amazing story, is just the fashion, the cosmetics. I'm gonna put on screen probably a picture of my character. She's got spiky hair, kind of got like a blue and pink kind of thing going on, and I like the way she looks a lot. I spent a lot of time running around looting bodies and buying from stores just to make it look the way that I like. If stats don't matter, why would I even care about dressing her up? And the reason why is because I feel cool. I feel cool. And when I feel cool, I feel more immersed in said game. In this game specifically, I like how she looks. Not everyone might agree, but this is how I exert myself into this game world. And in doing that, I feel more immersed. If you're in a cutscene and your character looks like dog shit, you probably aren't going to be as immersed compared to if you look cool. And people don't even react to the way you dress in the game, you know, but it's entirely all in the heart. In the heart. An example of a game where the stats do matter and you look cool. Elden Ring. Love this game. I have like 300 hours or something like that on it, maybe more. Still have not beat it. I have like 4 playthroughs on it. Never beaten it once. I'm getting really close to this last one. I'm playing through the DLC currently, but I wanted to save the last, I'd say 2% of the game for when I beat the DLC and I can go back and then actually technically finish the game. However, in that game, stats do matter. You got equipment load. You got defense, you know, you got poise, and that game has a lot of stats. Did I say poise correctly? Is it poise? Poise. Poise.
Poise.
Somebody correct me on that. However, in that game, you have a lot of stats. A lot of things matter, you know, and depending on your build, I think I was going for like a faith strength build. So, you know, I got some magic, but I also got some big muscles, you know, so I can hit with my big cool axe, but also throw some cool lightning on some little guy, some little unsuspecting fellow who isn't very unsuspecting because they probably attacked me first because everything is hostile in this game. Hostile, whatever.
Hey, yo, chill the fuck out, yo. You sitting there playing with the
I honestly care about how cool my guy looks, or gal, you know. I think in this situation I got a gal. The heavier the armor is, the heavier and more plated it looks, you know, the better it's going to be when you get smacked by a guy and you don't get one shot. However, in my situation, I like how I look a lot, and it matters a lot to me. So, you know, I don't really care as much about the stats. I'll put on some stuff that I'm like, okay, this is good, and it looks cool, so, you know, that's kind of a plus. But at the end of the day, I do care about the fashion in this game. There's a whole community for just the fashion of this game. I like embodying myself into my games. So, you know, when I can look cool, show off to my friends, be like, hey, look how cool my character looks compared to yours, who looks stinky and stupid. There's a big appeal to that. I'd say that that's a very good example of a game where stats and fashion kind of matter. It doesn't have to matter, but in my case, I like to still look cool. Because why not? You know, I'm gonna look cool. A game where customization matters, but it actually does affect your game, depending on how you dress. Fable 2, which is my favorite game of all time. Love that game to death. Very excited for the sequel. The reboot. But I'm really hoping it's good. Hoping Playground Games does a good job. I really like the Forza series. Fable 2, one of my favorite games. Fable 3, not as good. However, that's another topic. I might talk about Fable in the future. However, Fable 2 is a game where how you dress actually affects how NPCs react. And you know, that's not necessarily a new concept, but when the game came out in like 2007 or something, and back then that was kind of a big deal. Your choices affecting the world around you, and the fashion in that game, you can be kind of whatever you want to, which I really like. You can get fat, you can get buff, you can be evil, you can be good. You know, it's all about character customization and how your choices and the things that you do affect how your character look, which in turn other people react to that. You can go into the town square, and if I'm wearing girls' clothing, everyone's going to come into the town and make fun of me. And I'm pro, you know, you can wear whatever you want, but back in 2007, not as much. So, like, depending on, like, let's say how evil you are, you're going to start to grow horns. Or if you're a good guy, you're going to be very fair looking. But yeah, that appealed to me a lot. And honestly, has impacted how I react to other games as well that also have, like, really good fashion or just good customization. And there's other games which are built around customization, but not individual pieces, if that makes sense. And once I say what it is, it'll make a lot more sense, which is games with skins. Whether you're getting them with V-Bucks or the Battle Pass or whatever, games like Fortnite, Apex, Rainbow Six Siege, you know, those sort of games. Usually the more money-hungry ones. I don't know why, it just kind of happens like that. But games with skins, fine. I could put loadouts with skins with like my cool back bling or pickaxe or whatever, but those games are a little bit different. You know, those kind of appeal to a broader audience because you don't really have to think about it. All you gotta think about is the gameplay. You know, if I have a cool anime waifu skin, you know, that kind of switches up the way that I feel, you know, in those battle scenarios. You know, when I'm building towers around my enemies, but I only play no builds, so that doesn't apply to me as much. Another game is an online game that we all know called Roblox. And me, being a 20-year-old man, I still love Roblox. I play Roblox with my girlfriend. I play Roblox with my friends. It's fun. It's just good fun. There's a little bit of something for everyone in that game. I'm gonna put my Roblox character on screen. I've been through a lot of iterations, but this is the one I got right now. You might think it looks dumb. I think it looks cool, very silly, very fun. I'm not really into edgy fashion, so I like make my characters look a little sillier. You know, in Roblox, your clothing doesn't really matter. It's just kind of how you like to look, and it's kind of like making an avatar for yourself. It's supposed to be a digital representation of yourself, whether you want to make that actually look like yourself or make it a new character that can kind of represent you, you know? And Roblox is a good example of those games where honestly almost everyone has some kind of individuality, and that's what kind of sets you apart from other people, whether or not people in real life that are playing the game actually respond to how you look. I'd say that fashion has had a big impact on me. Customization has always been how I live. I get up every single day and the first thing I do is put on a cool fit because, you know, that's what makes me feel good. I hope that you could take something out of this video, whether that just be thinking about games in a different light, whether you can go into a game thinking about how that's like a digital representation of you or something along that line. So yeah, hope you like this video. I have a lot of social media if you want to follow. subscribe maybe. This was all just off the dome. I had some points to make with that, but this was kind of just all off the dome, so it's probably a shorter video. But I'm hoping in the future to, you know, maybe I'll write some better scripts for this sort of thing. I'll just get better at talking about stuff because I'm a yapper, you know. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to express things in a start to finish kind of way, but I'm hoping to do this a lot more. And I really appreciate everyone's support, mainly on like my Instagram and stuff, because that's where I usually am. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.